6:42 was a great game to watch yesterday. Two explosive offenses going head-to-head with big stakes on the line. Unfortunately, it wasn't how the Saints wanted it to end. WLTV.com sports columnist and host of the Saints Happy Hour podcast, Ralph Marlborough, is joining us from his mom's kitchen in Houston. And it was a great game. I'll tell you what, we knew number 9 would come in at the end. We just didn't know it would be the wrong number 9.
It was frustrating. It felt like we time traveled, Eric, back to 2015. The Saints lose 48-46. Drew Brees is brilliant while the defense can't even reach mediocrity. As a storyline ripped from 2014 to 2016, I felt like I was in the bad old times. The only thing missing from the game was Rob Ryan walking the sidelines looking sad and confused as the defense couldn't make a stop.
There you go. And I'll tell you what, I think a lot of people underestimated the talent of Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think so, too. I mean, the thing with San Francisco was, they haven't been good in so long that we sort of don't really pay attention to them.
Yeah.
And they were great. And the Saints, the shame of it yesterday was, Eric, that Drew Brees, he's 40, and he had this majestic performance, and it's just going to get memory hold, right? Because the Saints are amazing. The Saints were amazing. The defense was terrible. And we have this encyclopedia of great games that Drew Brees has, where the defense lets the Saints down. And the Saints, this is the first time in NFL history a game has ended 48-46. The longer you're a Saints fan, the crazier and more bizarre ways they find to break our hearts. But, Eric, it always is San Francisco, I feel like.
I know, but Ralph, in the last couple of minutes, when Drew was driving them down, didn't you think we had this in the bag?
I did, but then I had the dreaded feeling of, oh my God, they scored too fast.
Yeah.
And there's too much time left. And here's the thing with this game. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, the Saints shouldn't have gone for 2. That cost them. But
why shouldn't they? It wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, here's the thing.
If they had gotten the 2, it would have made a difference. They'd have gone to overtime.
Well, here's the thing, though. When you have a chance to go for 2 from the 1-yard line, you have a much better chance to make it statistically. And it's kind of like blackjack, Eric. When you have 10 and you double down against the 4, the statistics say it's the right thing to do. It's very aggressive, but I can't really blame the Saints. It's like going to the casino and losing $5,000 and then saying, oh, that $100 hand of blackjack, the first one was a mistake. That didn't really cost the Saints the game. The one thing that was frustrating to me of the controversial calls yesterday was the fake punt the Saints run. I didn't really like it. But the thing that was most frustrating, Eric, is I feel like if San Francisco had tried that same fake punt that the Saints did and defended it, like if the Saints had defended it like San Francisco did, they would have had penalties for holding.
Or they'd have made up new rules.
They'd have made up a penalty we didn't know existed and called it on the Saints.
I'll tell you what, the one thing that was fun to watch were these 2 great quarterbacks and 2 great coaching staffs. I mean, they threw in plays that were just fun to watch.
I'll tell you one thing. Thank goodness that Kyle Shanahan left Atlanta before they could make him the head coach. His plan yesterday was brilliant, and I think that was part of the Saints' defensive struggles. I felt like about midway through the second quarter, Eric, with all the misdirection and stuff San Francisco was running, the defense was totally confused, and that aggressiveness that they've had all year, it sort of disappeared, and they looked confused and befuddled and never really got that normal play that we're used to. And it's not even that they didn't play well. They looked tentative, which I have not seen from them all year.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this was one of Sean Payton's truly magnificent game plans that he's ever had with the Saints, because San Francisco's defense, not only is it the #1 scoring defense heading into yesterday, it was the best pass defense in the NFL the last 30 years, and the Saints burned it to the ground.
All right, that's got to be your last word. You have a live podcast coming up on Monday, next Monday, right?
No, this Saturday, December 14th. At Tracy's, 7 o'clock. It's going to be amazing. We've got the guys from the Pelicans Bird Call podcast joining us as well. Join us. We got prizes and fun. It's going to be amazing to lead into the Monday night game. Come out and join us. I promise you'll have a good time.
All right, it's going to be a good game with the Colts. All right, thank you very much, Ralph.
Anything.